we are live just a little bit early. I'm looking at the Socrative results, and either a good number of you were having issues with the Socrative, and I did get a message from one person saying that they had an issue with the Socrative. Uh, so either like more than one person is having an issue with the Socrative. I went and sat on the couch while y'all did this one. I didn't watch the results pop up, and I'm not entirely sure what the check mark means. Uh, so maybe the check mark means you've done it twice, like you finished it once and did it again. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to pay more attention in the future. But yeah, um, that is where we're at. Okay. Well, it is 5 o'clock, so I'm just gonna give it like one more minute before we go through and knock this out. Uh, if you are looking for most of the information in this quiz, it is in the reference to lesson 6. There is also the two code sections. I believe it is 350 and 356 are the two code sections that cover the subjects in this. Between those three references, you should have all of the answers required. Okay, Evans says he is still having problems with the Socrative. That's so weird. We haven't had any issues at all that I've been told about, of course. Uh, and everybody that I've so far that's had issues, it's been just a matter of me asking them, "Are you in the right room?" And they go, "Oh, I'm in." Or, "Here, use the email that I have for you," and they're like, "Ah, that worked." It's always been pretty straightforward, and the people who did have issues didn't like tell me what they did to fix any issues, so I assume that it was a easily solvable problem. Uh, yeah. So, all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this. Uh, like I said, we have a lot of missing people. Of course, we have 14 out of 17 students answered. We only have 14 people, and so it's got to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, something like that. Uh, so it must be that the check mark means you've done it once. So that's good to know. All right, let's go back to the quiz. Conduit fitting that has been evaluated and listed to prevent the ingress of cutting fluids is marked liquid tight. That is in your reference right here. Liquid tight right here. The two articles we will be in is 350 and 356. You can use the table of contents to find those based on the question that you're being asked. A connector body has a pre-installed insulator. So that is in this. Nope. Let's close it. Let's close that and the new tab so I don't get confused. Control F. You'll just look up connector body. Alright, there's 4 spots where it says the words connector body. Right here, I believe this. Connector body. The connector body is a threaded component with a pre-installed insulator. That pre-installed insulator is that little piece right there. Okay. The proper method to cut. So this is false. What it's saying is false. The proper method to cut liquid type flexible metallic conduit is with a hacksaw. You just get a good clean straight cut. You can use a bandsaw to cut it, provided the bandsaw doesn't go too fast. You don't want to like, most of them won't go too fast, but you can like get some of them like cranked up real high, and it'll like suck the plastic part into the bandsaw. But that's generally not a problem if you're being careful. So, and this is found, if you scroll down, you see some pictures of a improperly and a properly cut piece of LFMC. You have to secure it every 3 foot, 36 inches. That's in your code book for the supporting rules. Like we've been talking about all day, you just look at the relevant code article and then supporting is right there. Shouldn't use it longer than 6 feet. That's one of the requirements in the code book. You shouldn't go longer than 6 foot with it. It's not like no inspector's going to get a tape measure out and measure you unless you've gone like 15 foot or like something obviously longer than 6 foot. And at that point, it's just piss poor planning if you're going, like, for a lot of the cases. You can run real conduit to be pretty close and then use that to actually make your connection to something that might have vibrations or need to move around a little bit. LFNC-C, liquid type fittings are interchangeable with other types of liquid type conduit. So the liquid type flexible non-metallic conduit type C, that is a weird type of LFNC. So these are your normal LFNC. It's kind of like a water hose. See how the connector goes inside of the conduit? If you scroll down to LFNC, this connector, the conduit goes inside of the connector. So it's the opposite. So you can't just swap them out. And then where the ends of liquid type flexible, so if it's out of round, the metallic conduit, if it's out of round, you have to cut it back to where it is round. This will, trying to bend it back won't get you a good grounding connection. So yeah, you can't really repair it good enough in general. Like, you might be able to, like, if it's only, like, 5% out of round, you might be able to squeeze it back into round. But we're talking about, like, completely ovalized. You just got to cut it back and replace it. Or repair it. Cut it back and make a new attachment. Yeah. This is making the conduit being a grounding path. A lot of people will use the conduit as a ground path, and if you don't do it right, you won't be able to do that. Alright. So I don't know if people are still working on this. I know Evan's not. He's texted me. It doesn't appear, maybe Kara. I think I see more answers down here than there was before. Uh, but I'm going to take this down and put up an overall quiz. You guys, just like always, you don't have to do this overall quiz, but it is a helpful. Oh, don't shuffle the questions. One attempt, not one attempt. It's helpful for you guys to be able to go over this stuff over and over again. If you need more, uh, use your homework to study more. All right, so let's get that party started. And hopefully Socrative stops acting weird by Tuesday. All right, you guys have a good weekend, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Transformers is the next homework. Uh, and another reminder, next class, there will be tests at the school that you need to go pick up. Uh, yeah. All right. Uh, yeah. Pay attention to your email. There might be more and remind there might be some more updates there. Okay. That's not the right button. Y'all have a good couple weeks.